And the last guy that was publicly hanged down there was a fellow named Pud Marcum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
And my grandpa used to tell me about him all the time. I want to play you a tune I wrote about him. Evidently, he was a pretty mean guy. He killed his uncle. And so, you know what they do in the country for people, what they used to do, they stretched his neck for him, so. They say the grass won't grow where they built the gallows down in Lawrence County, up on down hill. They hung poor Pud Marcum for the crime of murder. Back then they called it justice, but the grass ain't growing still. Pud's Uncle Fisher Marcum, he was feared and hated, and many in the county wanted him dead. Humble Bart from ambush sent him to the graveyard. Not before he said, Pud shot me from his dying bed. They say the grass won't grow where they built the gallows down in Lawrence County, up on Town Hill. They hung poor Pud Marcum for the crime of murder. Back then they called it justice, but the grass ain't growing still. They tracked him through the snow to the place where he was hiding. A lawman said, throw up your hands, you're under arrest. In the jailhouse he found Jesus, but the jury found him guilty and sentenced him to hang till he was dead, dead, dead. They say the grass won't grow where they built the gallows down in Lawrence County, up on Town Hill. They hung poor Pud Marcum for the crime of murder. Back then they called it justice, but the grass ain't growing still. Well, early in the morning, on the 29th of April, the sheriff came and led old Pud away. He had a piece about him as he neared the scaffold, and he rode his own coffin up the hill to meet his fate. Now my papa told me the great big crowd was gathered to see him meet his maker for taking Fisher's life. They say he told the young folks, let this be a warning. I left this world a singing, dark is the night. They say the grass won't grow where they built the gallows down in Lawrence County, on Town Hill. They hung poor Pud Marcum for the crime of murder. Back then they called it justice, but the grass ain't growing still.